Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, I'm Evie, owner and creative director of Evielutions Design, where I help businesses with all of their branding needs, everything from web development, graphic, and printing. Today, we're going to get into how to avoid burnout as a small business owner. Burnout is just a common problem for many small business owners. I mean, when you're a small business owner, it definitely can be rewarding, but it can also be stressful and demanding. You have to wear so many different hats, from being, the CEO to being the janitor and everything in between. So today's video will provide you with some, useful tips on how to avoid that exact burnout. So, as usual, let's jump right into it. If you want to keep your sanity and stay motivated, the first thing you have to do is accept that you're not superhuman. I think we all struggle with this. More so, I think women. I mean, you may find yourself trying to do everything, but in all honesty, you can't. So as a small business owner, you have a lot of responsibility, and it's easy to take on too much. This often, of course, leads to burnout because as a business owner, you're usually expected to be everything for your company. More so, like in the beginning stages, you need to grow your company, produce profit while all, actually doing the work. So it's hard to admit that there are some things that just can't be done, but it's important. The only way that you will maintain your sanity and stay motivated is by saying no sometimes and, focusing on what's most important. The next thing you need to do is be honest about your limits. This kind of goes hand in hand with thinking that you're superhuman. You have to really be honest about your limits. It is easy to feel like you have to take on every task, but it's just not possible or feasible. You'll eventually just burn out if you try to do everything yourself. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it is important for you as a small business owner to learn how and when to delegate tasks appropriately. It may seem scary at first. I've talked about this in the past, but delegating tasks will save you so much time and energy in the long run. It's also a way for you to show your employees that they're an integral part of your team. They'll be more motivated and engaged in their work if they're given more responsibility sometimes. But you want to make sure that everything delegated is achievable by them. This way they won't feel overworked or overwhelmed. In order for someone else to do something successfully, they need clear instructions on what needs to be done with no room for interpretation. So for example, if you're going on vacation next week and your assistant needs you to check with them before approving any contracts, you should make sure your assistant knows what exactly they need from you before you leave so there are no surprises. The next one is really important, and that's that you want to take care of yourself. It's easy to put your own needs last when you're running a small business, but it's important to take care of yourself. If you don't, burnout will set in and your business is going to suffer. You can start by, making time for yourself each day. It doesn't have to be long. We're talking about just 15 minutes or so. And during that time, just try to do something that brings you joy. This could be anything from writing in a journal, meditating, or just getting out for some fresh air. To help ward off burnout, also take care of your physical health. Make sure you get plenty of sleep, you're going to eat healthy foods as much as possible, and exercise regularly. There are many different aspects of your personal life that are worth investing in, not the least of which is your mental health. So you want to make sure you're taking care of that as well. Next, you heard me talk about this a million times and I'm not going to stop. And that is know when it's time to outsource. As a small business owner, you may not have the time, the expertise, or the organizational skills to do everything for your company. And that is okay. Outsourcing your tasks can help you focus on what really matters, and that's running your business. I've previously discussed how you can grow your business with outsourcing and the advantages and disadvantages. So today I want to focus on outsourcing to your website. I know a lot of people think that a website is just for information purposes, but it is not. Did you know that your website can function as an actual employee? This is perfect for small to large businesses that are looking to streamline their processes, reduce expenses, increase revenue, and also save time. I mean, the options are limitless for your website, but I'm just going to go through a few tasks that your website can actually take on. One would be a client portal to streamline your onboarding processes. This not only makes you look more professional and organized, but it saves money on using like third-party systems. Number two, you can use your website as, of course, an additional stream of revenue by selling your products and services online. One stream of income is too close to being broke, so why not list your products and services for sale on your website? Even if you just list, have a deposit that you take on for your services. This lets you know that they are serious about doing business with you, and this increases your revenue. The third thing you can do is use a chatbot to answer commonly asked questions for you. If you're tired of answering the same questions over and over, a chatbot helps with this and pushes a potential customer further down the sales funnel. This saves you time. Number four, a HR portal. If you need an onboarding system for new hires, just let them do everything online. This reduces paper and ink expenses, saves time and money. Number five, collect leads for you. Let your website do some work. It can collect email addresses for you so you can market to those who are actually interested in your business. Number six, it can book appointments for you. Are you paying a third-party tool to book appointments? Why aren't you using your website? Your website can implement that functionality for you and again save you money. Number seven, event registrations. Again, if you're paying a third-party tool, your website can be a registration platform. It can produce tickets, it can take the payments, it can do all of that. Number eight is employment recruitment. Do you need an online application system that not only collects information but allows the users to upload necessary documents while remaining completely secure and compliant? I mean, the options are limitless when it comes to your website, but I just gave you 8 that I'm sure most of you can utilize in your business. Okay, so another great way to avoid burnout is to create boundaries. It's easy to get stuck in the trap of always being on. You have so much work to do that you just can't stop working. One way around this is to create an uninterrupted time for yourself where you're not allowed to work. This could be a time when you're sleep, or it could be a designated time each day when you do not answer email or work calls at all. Maybe even like schedule 20-minute breaks, every 2 hours that you work. This will rejuvenate you and allow you to focus even more on your work when you are able to get back into it. Remember, there are other aspects of life outside of your business, so make sure that you create time for them too. Next, set goals and stick to them. Setting goals is the key to avoiding burnout. One of the keys, of course. You need to set goals that are realistic and achievable, but also challenging enough that you feel like you're constantly improving. Setting goals will help you, keep you motivated in the long run. And if you have something to look forward to when it comes to your business, then you'll never get burnt out. This also prevents you from running around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to find things to do to move your business forward. It is important that your goals are challenging, but not so challenging that they seem impossible. You really want to ask yourself, what is your ultimate goal for your business in the next year or 5 years? And once you've decided on a goal, break it down into smaller milestones so you can track your progress. If you don't know where to start when it comes to setting goals for your company, think about what makes your business unique or how it can be expanded in the future. It's important that these goals are specific enough that they're doable and measurable. Otherwise, they won't be helpful at all. Next, this is like a motto of mine, and it is focus on doing what you love. This tip might seem obvious, but it is often overlooked. When you're a small business owner, you end up doing, of course, like I said, a lot of different things. This will include some things that you love to do and some things that are not so enjoyable. It's important to remember what you enjoy because this again helps keep you motivated in your business. If you focus on what makes your day fun and exciting, then it will be easier for the other tasks that you have to get done throughout the course of the day that you don't like to do. It'll just be easier for you. So for example, for me, I love the designing process and I absolutely despise the back end networking and marketing task. So, if your business is one that doesn't require constant supervision, then it may be possible again for you to delegate some of those tasks so that they don't take up as much time during your workday. This can also again prevent burnout by giving yourself more freedom during the day to do more of the things that you actually love doing. All right, guys, so let's just sum it up. And that is burnout is not an option. If you find yourself feeling like it's getting difficult to handle all of the responsibilities of running your small business, that means it's time to make some changes. All right, so as usual, tune in every Monday and I will see you guys next week. Bye.